Subconscious reprogramming is something that can truly offer you quantum leaping in your life. And I'm going to put this map of consciousness up so that you guys can ask yourself, where do you find yourself in resonance to, meaning feeling vibrationally, could also be the word, but feeling truly is the attractor factor. It's feeling is more powerful than our thoughts. Everyone talks about thoughts create our reality. Well, I'm here to say our feelings are what are ultimately creating our reality, because that's the vibrational resonance. Now, thoughts can absolutely influence our feelings, but I'm almost getting to a state of reverse engineering. I had a mentor that really coined this phrase for me. It's like reverse engineer, identify where you are and kind of move back from that to see what can serve you the most. And he had me transcribe feeling is the secret to understand it is our subconscious that is creating everything, because it's the vibrational frequency that we're operating at, and vibration is literally the attractor factor that's magnetizing and manifesting our outer reality. And so what I've also realized, though, is that when we state, if you just listen to I am affirmations, and I'm a huge fan of affirmations, but here's the shortcoming with them. Your conscious mind is like a gatekeeper. And if you are saying something like, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I am healthy, but you're negative in your bank account and your body is just going through a lot of breakdown so it can break through, and you're hurting all over, your consciousness puts a block up and is ultimately generating a feeling that is your root belief system of that's a lie, that's not true, I'm not healthy, I'm not prosperous, I see what's in my bank account. And so you're actually still emitting those feelings. So if you want to really reprogram your subconscious mind, look at the map of consciousness again and see where acceptance of where you are, meaning you're not even efforting to change anything. You're simply willing for to have an intention, and just then kind of hand it over to whatever name you have for God, source, universe. I have found that if we're doing conscious reprogramming, and again, conscious and subconscious, two different things, but again, conscious reprogramming is is this true? Do I really believe this? Based on all of our programming in the subconscious. So if we can just state, I am willing to be healthy, I am willing to be prosperous, I am willing, you begin to open the gate to get through to your subconscious. That of course you're willing to have more money in your bank account. Of course you're willing to have a healthier body, right? But again, to be saying that versus just the I am. Now, where I am affirmations can be beyond powerful is if we can bypass the conscious and go straight into the subconscious. So that would be having really subliminal or supraliminal, meaning supra, it's just barely audible. But also if you have a binaural effect, two different things going in two different ears, your consciousness is like, wait, what was said? What's going on? Or what was related to what? Because it's hearing two different things at once. So you kind of start breaking the circuit, which is good. If you have viral programming telling you an external program of not being healthy or whole or wealthy beyond measure, because your soul is ultimately who you are. You're beyond prosperous, you're beyond wealthy, you're beyond whole. You can never be anything but that, because you literally are the kingdom of everything. So it's like, okay, let us come back into an alignment from breaking the circuit that's telling us untruths, that we are anything but less than everything, and whole and prosperous and ecstatic bliss already. And let us break that circuit by doing the binaural opposite affirmation. So I'm just going to play this real quick so you can hear what I'm talking about. of an example of how you can use affirmations like this. You have to use headphones. You don't have to, but it'll be a more enjoyable experience if you use headphones, because your subconscious will be picking it up regardless. But just check this out so you can see what it is that I am talking about. I'm going to let this play for about 30 seconds. As we invoke your higher self to receive these affirmations and to download them all around your subconscious, I am encapsulated that which is for your highest good, my higher self. And we now surrender this when I hear the words reprogramming or my that has been consecrated to the divine essence of Shakti. When I hear the word sexual energy or my co-creating or you, I automatically allow that intention to be handed over to your higher self. We invoke your higher self to seal these transmissions into my consciousness of consecrating sexual by my own higher self. The affirmation to only receive into every cell of your body each affirmation as directed what is for my highest good. Higher self. I surrender the highest to my higher self. Okay, so you heard that, some going in one ear, some going in the other ear, two different things being said. So that, again, can break the circuit because your consciousness isn't really sure which one it's listening to. And so it's not putting up blocker gates as much. And so that is something that I am going to be putting out a lot of. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you are ready to use binaural affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind in any of the areas that we may associate certain blocks with in our life, or stagnation, or just, again, the map of consciousness. Some of these more dense frequencies that do not feel as good as frequency that is moving higher, because remember, what you are is a pulsing being of light. And so the alignment from vibrating faster puts you back into alignment with the truth of who you are. And, if you feel joyful, and if you're, just accepting of, just having a human experience, and you're not resisting that, even if it's a traumatic experience that's going on in your life, you can truly still be in a very fast vibrational, and fast is a word. It's okay, fast and slow. I'm dancing in duality with fast and slow because I'm all about slowing down. And it's interesting, the more I slow down, the faster I go. But when we're looking at the map of consciousness, I want us to think of more dense feeling versus more light feeling. And there's nothing wrong with density, right? There's nothing wrong with density. There's nothing wrong if you were moving through guilt or shame or anger. Nothing is wrong with that. You came for the full range of harmonics, for what is vibrating all around us, for the symphony that is a human life. And when that can truly become our root belief system, that all feelings are sacred and holy, and we can have a root belief that we are divinity experiencing human form, right, through programming our subconscious mind, that we are beyond wealthy simply for having a human life and a Holy Spirit breathing life through us, right? When that becomes our root belief of how wealthy we are, then of course money starts to show up, right? Of course that's going to start happening, because we're going to feel provided for, supported. When we feel connected and provided and supported by divinity, by God, that will show up in terms of what in our physical reality also makes us feel supported, right? If we feel that we're in a holy relationship with divinity, holy relationships are going to begin to be in our external reality, as within, so without. And so I'm really excited to be offering a lot more of the binaural subconscious reprogramming, feel free to drop below in the comments of any blockage that you know that your higher self has gifted you for this lifetime for your soul's greatest expansion, but that you are ready to choose sovereign programming around it, because we're all part of a collective mind. And there's been a lot of viral programming running around, which again, not a problem. We came for it. But what's really incredible is when we remember how sovereign we are and we choose to use our free will choice, and we're willing to reprogram ourselves with whatever belief system we want, we get to transcend that. And it's like a game. It's like the spiritual human game, and life can be fun and playful and joyful, and we can be a divine child and not taking shit so serious, right? We can lighten up, literally, because we are light. Let's lighten up about the whole thing. Let's lighten up about enlightenment. Let's lighten up about our healing journey. Let's lighten up about it all. And things that once, man, had me really reactive or triggering, it's like I laugh at now. It's like I have this humor and this giddiness and this playfulness. And I know it's because I have gifted myself with so much reprogramming. Our brains are supercomputers. And, you know, I just really prayed for wisdom. And it's like, allow your mind to be in service to your heart and unconditional love, and whatever programming is operating that is an illusion of separation, or that there's even anything wrong, or that you're not right where you're meant to be or on the right path for you. It's like, you know, let that move out. And it was interesting, like I was doing a lot of meditations on, you know, just inner communion, not really even a meditation of trying to quiet my mind, but I was just going inward with the intention to commune with my higher self and the divine, for offering me grace to discharge any charged particles within me that were no longer in alignment with the truth of who I ultimately am, right? Which is divinity in human form, a child of the divine experiencing form. And it's like my eyes just started discharging. I woke up after one of my communions, and it's like my eyes are all foggy. I have this discharge in them. I also had recently gotten some Botox, and I had like this black eye, like that had manifested as well too. Like the doctor's amazing. Like, you know, hadn't experienced that before, but it was like my body was showing me how much I really needed to discharge from charged particles. That yes, and that was grace. That was a miracle, right? That's the intention. Again, look at the map of consciousness. Willingness to set the intention to commune with your higher self and divine. That automatically, it's like, okay, I accept what is, but that intention automatically elevated me to a higher resonance, a faster moving resonance, where grace, and not that you have to be in a high resonance to receive grace, but it was just like, you know, the conditions were ripe within me, from numerous intention settings, numerous communions, numerous intentions to just fully accept. But see how like it's like acceptance even comes before like this willingness. So that's why I say, like, man, if you can just be willing, it's like you almost even bypass accepting things that are hard to accept from our dualistic programming of everything in this society is set up like dualistic, right? And so it's just, if you are ready to open to more peace and lighten the F up and have a little bit more fun, gift yourself some of these subconscious reprogramming, really allow this map to be a guide, so that you can just begin to identify maybe what you're feeling, reverse engineer, identifying the thoughts of programming that are running that have you looping in some of these patterns that are generating certain feelings that are literally attracting situation, people, places, events to generate those same exact feelings that you're emitting. So it's like that is what is creating our reality. So we are co-creators of our reality. No one is doing anything to us. We are sovereign beings. Laying down all victimhood is one of the fastest paths to inner peace. Laying down the need to blame or label someone else as an oppressor or doing something to you is also one of the fastest ways to peace. And what I have realized in my own life, and check in if this is true for you, there is nothing more prosperous than the prosperity of peace. So good. So I look forward to offering these and just learning how they're impacting you guys, for those of you who are listening. So be sure to let me know and drop any type of reprogramming for your subconscious that you would like to hear. So, all right, be sure hit the subscribe, like, and share, and get notified for when I drop these gold nuggets for sovereign reprogramming. My name is Casey Christine. This is the Sovereign Temples channel. Sovereign Temples is dedicated to reminding humanity that it is eternally sovereign and free, and to co-create heaven on earth with all of my starseed brothers and sisters. All my love and light. Namaste.